A word for our listeners. Season 2 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1930s and 40s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our commandos uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring Johnny Brown, Ed Maudlin, Chris Dunn, and Matt Quiett, with John Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. As you heard, this is a B-Team episode. Exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited, John?
I am ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm going to come to you next. So I'm here, as always, with John Quiett.
Hello.
Johnny Brown.
Hi.
Ed Maudlin.
I'm very excited.
Christopher Dunn.
Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
I think I'm more excited than anybody else in this room.
You don't sound it. You monotone this a little bit.
It's like I was trying.
Oh, that's the joke. I got it. So I'm going to hand it over to John, and John's going to run the game. And we're going to screw it up and take what should be an hour-long process and make it 4.
6 hours later.
I'll accept some of the blame for that.
I mean, it's your guys' dime or schedule that would be messed up.
That's true. It's true.
It's on you.
I just want to start shooting Nazis. Can we?
Can we do that?
Can we get to shooting Nazis?
Well, I mean, that'll depend on your actions. There are Nazis to shoot.
I'm going to put my gun together and shoot some.
Let's go shoot some.
Yeah.
Nazis.
So what? Where are we at now? Because the question was something. I forget the rest.
Wow.
Oh, is this the end of the first day? That was the question from Mr.
Right.
Brown.
Yes, that was.
Actually, that was my question.
Oh, was it?
I was asking, is this the end of the first day?
No, I figured you were taking a couple hours to do the recon, not necessarily blowing through the whole day. So, you find yourselves, you're in the town of Veliko Tarnova, and you are attempting, or you're about to make contact with the Baker Luger. So, we'll take it from there. Your men have gathered back, reported in. All seems fine.
All right. So, everything seems fine. So, what's your character's name again, Matt? I apologize. Is it
Kauri?
Kauri. Okay, Kauri.
You can call me Captain Loveridge.
Did you say Captain Licorice?
Loveridge.
Oh, Captain Loveridge. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like Captain Licorice. Like,
my name is Captain Licorice.
It's Captain Loveridge, mate. Oh, okay.
I'm not Australian.
Wait a minute,
I don't say
your
mate.
last name is Loveridge?
Yeah. It's a proper
And
British
this is
name.
why his village
no.
left him.
It's a proper British name?
Nope.
Yep.
I guess. So with that being said,
Go ahead, Johnny. You were saying.
all right, so I think what I'm going to do is everyone's reported back, make sure that all the men are disseminated among the different hotels, hostels, inns, and whatnots. And then after that, I am going to take with me, freaking regret this, I'm going to take Rene with me to the, I saw it, I'm sorry, but listen, you just going to have to edit some stuff out.
It was my murder finger.
Do a job as an editor, okay? All right.
Sacre bleu.
Right. No, me. But I'm gonna take Rene with me, and we are going to go over and go over to the bakery and make contact. Meanwhile,
Back at the Hall of Justice.
I am going to have
The two captains.
the captains.
Dos captanos.
Captain
Dos Capitans.
Yeah, right. Captain Loveridge.
Loveridge.
I'm going to have you
Fold laundry.
right. Make sure my undies are starched. I'm gonna have you check the like the perimeter of like the city a little bit.
The city or the area?
Or the area.
Okay. Yeah,
like, and so,
as the sniper, do you want me to get up to the roof of the hotel, sneak my way up there, and start, posting up?
You're just gonna start capping civilians?
right?
I thought he was a Nazi.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
he was kind of walking straight.
As we've already discussed, there are acceptable casualties. We call those sympathizers.
You don't just cap civilians.
Right? I was like, listen.
I'm gonna go on top of the roof. I'm just gonna kill a couple
I did
people.
not say I was going to cap civilians. I'm just going to post up and report
Sleep up there
back.
for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna have you post up at Command Central.
Okay. So on top of the hotel? Where do you want me to post up?
I'm gonna have you post up at the hotel.
Can you tell we're not like truly military because we're like messing with each other?
Right.
And you keep saying the words post up, and I'm pretty sure nobody says that.
Right?
I'm gonna post up.
He's gonna post up.
You're gonna be overwatched.
Exactly. But no, I'm gonna have
It's
you.
German. It's Uberwatch.
Uberwatch. Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Ober.
Oh, sorry.
Uber would be super.
I'm gonna have you stay at Command Central, and then basically just have the different fellas throughout the evening, like
The fellas.
keep watch and report into you.
The fellas.
Hooah!
You'll take reports from the fellas.
Right?
fellas,
Yeah.
the
You'll do the
guys.
paperwork. You'll do the paperwork.
We're gonna have paperwork. We're gonna leave a paper trail. Is that how we're gonna do
I
it?
This
mean,
is the
yeah.
British Army.
You
Of
also
course,
have,
there's paperwork.
You're lucky there's not a paperwork for like a walking plan. You know,
want
like
additional
we're
ammo?
gonna walk 6 blocks. Like quick, file a hiking report.
Okay, so I'm going up to the roof of the hotel.
I mean, if you go
Excellent.
up to the, that's fine. Go up to the, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You better let them check in with you every hour on the hour. And then, we're going to go, Rene and I, we're going to saunter on over and,
Check out the bakery. Excellent.
inquire about a loaf of bread.
Yep.
Should have asked this probably during the last episode, but do we have any kind of electronic communications, or are we strictly hand signals and face-to-face?
You guys would have a radio unit that I believe Kauri is in charge of. Is that correct?
Yeah,
That's
but
how
this
that
is
worked
going
out,
to be a
right?
big hulking radio unit. This isn't like earpieces and stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Never mind.
What?
So
No, a field radio would require like cranking. It would be
Yeah.
like the size of a.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
a
hey,
backpack.
Nazis, we're right
Yeah.
at this hotel.
I mean, you
Don't come and get
have that
us.
equipment. I don't think there's.
We're here.
I mean, the walkie-talkies that tie into that, or
No.
We're gonna make a
Uh,
rudimentary
no.
kite system like prison.
so
Well,
what kind of
but-
electronic communications would you want that is appropriate for the
Probably
time
the
period?
kind that don't exist in 1939.
Well, that would
so-
be ideal, but they don't exist.
Yeah.
So
We're
Facts.
gonna we're gonna
like
carry
Bluetooth
around
earpieces and
Yeah.
cell phones.
we're gonna carry around carrier
No,
pigeons.
So hand signals.
Okay.
You can use hand signals. to communicate.
yeah,
Clap.
All right. Who took falconry on their sheet?
Yeah, we're it's all
Well.
carrier pigeons here. All carrier pigeons.
Right.
It's gonna be really awkward.
so you guys
Was
approach.
this the screwing around you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
just
What? These
Never
were sincere
that.
questions.
So Alexander and Rene, you approach the bakery.
Mhm.
There's it's obviously a store with the home above it.
Right.
So it's a nice little 2-story typical Bulgarian house. Got the very Bavarian appearance on the outside.
Okay.
The sign looks like a loaf of bread that's flat, and all's So like I said, you go in. There is
Before
a
I go in. I want to check the area just as
so
we're
you
walking in.
go
to see
around the
if there's-
block.
No, maybe do that before we walk in, but just see if there's anyone that's kind of like standing out, like maybe just hang around the street corner, down the street,
Sure.
stuff like that.
Give me a what do we decide? Fieldcraft.
That or spot hidden.
29 on fieldcraft, spot hidden. It'd be 25%, so
A failure on the
Yeah.
spot hidden.
spot hidden.
Okay. There are 1 or 2 individuals, men in their 30s, wearing. I mean, it's not hot. It's chilly outside, so wearing the overcoat and the hat. Like there's a guy reading the newspaper. Who could be a spy if the place is being watched. And then there's another a broom salesman. He brings in a bundle of brooms and tries to sell them off. He's a little older, but given his position, again, if this place is under surveillance, he's in a good spot to do so. It also happens to be a fairly well-traveled merchant area, so his presence isn't completely crazy, but
You see it?
yeah.
I'll let you know that. Just
Okay.
motion
So
to him.
good point.
Okay.
You guys point that out to each other.
Yeah.
And so you at least know somebody may be watching. If you're not sure, but
No, but
that's
be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. So you enter the building, and there are two 20-something individuals behind the counter,
Okay.
a male and a female.
Okay.
You would guess that they are probably brother and sister, or at least related in some way. But as you know, shops like this are family run, so family staffed.
Right.
Your contact would be a little bit older.
I was just gonna say I forgot to ask earlier. I was like, is
Yeah.
he what? So like
So,
middle aged almost.
Yeah, middle aged.
Okay.
40s, 50s.
How is the shop laid out?
I mean, again, classic. A shop a shop of this kind would probably have most everything is behind a counter.
Right.
So, so as you approach the storefront, the door is to the right of the structure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large window showing the various kinds of breads that they produce.
Mm-hmm.
You see a nice selection of different, the knots and the loaves and all that good stuff. So, like I said, typical
German pretzels.
pretzels, yes. So very, very homey and inviting. And of course there's the smell of freshly baked bread. And you can see the steam, the smoke rising from the chimneys in the back. The counter takes up all, like as you look through the window, you're looking into the back of the counter. And there are just shelves of baskets with the different kinds of breads. Some of them a customer might be able to walk up and grab themselves. The more expensive specialty things are behind the counter and have to be gotten by the clerks or cashiers, whatever.
And then also in our intel, was there any type of code or phrase or something that could be said if like we didn't encounter our contact first in the store?
They haven't set anything up like that because what this guy was doing was basically getting on, finding the channels that and just kind of like broadcasting, like, hey, the Nazis are here. They're setting up in the castle, and like he would broadcast for like 5 minutes
and then get off.
And so So to say true contact has been made is a little bit of a stretch. They've broadcast, like they're pretty sure he heard them say, like, we hear you, thank you. And so you will be basically making a blind contact at this point in time.
Okay. Let's see. What languages do you speak?
I speak French, English, German, and Italian.
Okay. All right. So this is how we're going to play this. We're going to go in, and basically, like, I'm just going to the breads that are accessible to us. I'm going to grab a few loaves and then walk to the counter, and you're going to walk with me, and then I'm going to point to the ones that they have to reach. And then let you start to, like, communicate with them in German to, like, get those loaves of bread. And then we'll make up some sort of something or other as to, like, oh, who owns the shop, this, that, and the other. Oh, maybe we speak with them.
Just
so
small
we can
talk,
buy.
stuff like that.
And
Should
so
I
that's
drop the name Luger while I'm at it?
Right. So that's kind of like the
like, oh, friend Luger, is he here? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like,
not
kind of, but, kind of low-key, like, oh, like.
My Luger keeps getting jammed, something like that.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
We're going to die tonight.
Do you have to roll for not saying something stupid?
No.
I would think so.
So what is your score in German, just out of curiosity?
40%.
40%? Okay. So what exactly do you want? Like you said, he told you to ask for, to be a customer.
Yeah, I would just go up and ask, about particular breads that are behind the counter, what type of bread it is, if it's very rare, and I'll just kind of drop, we're interested in maybe doing a banquet or something sometime soon, so I'm interested in that, and try to see just small talk.
All right.
45
out of 40.
Wah, wah.
So they're a little like they notice that you're not a native German speaker, which I mean they're not either. They're Bulgarian, but you're able to communicate back and forth, and they get you the breads that you're asking for. But when it comes down to the discussion of what kind of production they could do for you for your fake banquet or whatever, that the conversation seems to fall apart, and they're unsure what you want. And so eventually the male just comes out and asks you, what is it? I mean, is there something we can actually help you with?
So like Luger comes out.
No.
Okay. The little kid,
the younger
guy,
20-something guy. Like he's like, what is it you actually looking for? I don't understand.
Translate.
Yeah. Oh, and then I'm gonna just kind of lean over and then like whisper in Renee's ear. Basically,
what language do you guys share? French.
Yeah.
Okay.
That basically well, crap. Hold on.
Come on, Commander.
I know.
Hey, come on.
See,
you need to be Johnny on the spot. Let's do this.
See, Deanna Troy right here, jacking it up. Ships crashing into a planet, just blown apart. Boom. Yeah. We've heard that basically we've heard a lot about the great bread artisan Luger. That like someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, producer Matt. Sorry.
Pretty much going to tell him that we've heard rumors of the great bread artisan Luger who resides in this village, and my benefactor is interested in meeting him.
Okay.
Is that 7 or 100?
You got a 00?
00.
And a 7?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
7.
7.
Okay. Oh, when you mention that, they turn and sort of look at each other with a concerned, with concerned expressions. The girl's eyes start to tear up. You can see as she turns and moves into the back.
So I'm gonna call out, Juju le plus bébé, like, oh, poor baby. And then in French say to him,
you just completely gave up whatever cover we had.
It's like, just, cry, and just say cry in English. Like, as perfect of English as I can say the word cry. Like, I didn't mean to make her cry.
Sure. She stops, and the male says, in German, you're asking about our father. He does run this shop, but the authorities have took him in for questioning 3 days ago, and we haven't heard from him since then.
When people disappear like that in the village, where do they actually take them to? Do you know, or where's the rumors of that they disappear to?
He was taken by the police. The Nazis, they've taken over the castle on the hill, and he says the proper name of the castle, but I'm going to stop to look that up. And
Sarvets,
that one. We believe he's been transported up there, but nobody saw it happen. They took him late at night while he was closing up the shop, and we think they transported him up there under the cover of darkness.
Do a lot of people go missing in the village? Do I need to roll for that?
No, you don't need to roll for that. He's nervous about talking. Like, he looks around and says, "Let's go in the back." And
while he's talking, I kind of motion towards the window. We saw.
You point those guys out.
Not like there they are, but kind of motion that we saw something.
Okay. And he thanks you for that, and turns the sign from open to closed and locks the front door, and says, and kind of making a grand gesture, he's pointing, here and there, and like here's a great thing we have. Here's a great thing we have. Let's go into the back room and talk. Where we're sure not to be overheard or seen talking.
Okay. In French, prep yourself.
All right, here we go.
All right. So you follow them in the back.
Follow.
Okay. So yeah, they take you back into the bakery. It's exceptionally warm back here, and you can see all their ovens hard at work.
Is there any entrances or exits in the back of the bakery?
There is a back door that would lead out into a yard of some kind, where they could take deliveries and whatnot. But
okay.
How long before I make my round again to see the front empty or get the sign closed?
The closed. How big of an area were you covering? Were you covering just the block? Or
how big of an area was I covering?
You sent him on patrol.
Yeah.
I think a couple blocks.
Yeah, roughly probably a couple blocks.
Give us just a few more minutes.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But now that you've asked that, I'll tell you when you're back around.
Sure.
Come in, guns a-blazing.
I'll just shoot out that front window.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Throw a grenade.
All Capone-like.
All right.
leave.
Awesome.
I think you meant throw the grenade.
I've got multiple.
Oh, look at
I must
you.
have missed that.
Even
Look
if it's
at
just
you.
two.
He just throws a rock.
I
I thought it was a grenade.
It's a rock.
I'm actually throw a pineapple.
Pineapple?
A
So,
All right,
pineapple
anyway.
grenade.
So he takes you in the back. He says, sorry, I lost my page. I am Dion. I am Luger's Dion Luger. I am the son of the man you are seeking. To answer your question, the Nazis have been coming to town and looking for workers. They increased there were repairs already, restorations already going on the castle when they arrived, and the Nazis have completely taken over that operation. They asked for more workers. Our town is not extremely rich, so there were many individuals that were interested in the work and the pay. So they went and worked, and there have been an increased number of accidents as of late. Disappearances not so much, but accidents, and the story that the Nazis are telling us is that they are seeing to the medical needs of those individuals injured. Those individuals don't have families. They're the injured, not the there's a word I'm looking for, but they're single men who are disappearing.
So the ones that are disappearing are under work accidents, but
right. But they claim they're in hospital at the
all
castle.
of them have the recurrent theme of no families.
Yes, we noticed this. Yes.
Right. Okay. And then right, and then I'm going to have you ask Dion, does his father have any discernible skills that the Nazis would necessarily want outside of being a baker?
Yes.
Eva, the daughter, speaks up and says, no, we believe that they tracked his radio broadcasts. That's what brought you here.
Radio broadcast.
All right,
they
so
tracked it.
All right, so
Like
then
I thought.
all right, so then let's.
He was sowing dissonance and rebellion, trying not to let the Nazis take over before,
More importantly, I should ask: is there anything that connects besides through blood? Is there any evidence that connects you guys to his actions?
Father acted on his own, as far as we know. Obviously, I don't think that's going to cover us in any way. We're going to be guilty by association if they decide we're guilty.
Translate.
All right. What I'm going to do is tell them to continue doing what they're doing, which is opening the shop and running the shop daily, and that we will return in 24 hours.
Corey, this is about the time you come around. You see that the shop is closed.
So I assume that I saw the same people that Chris did, or that Rene did. Is that?
Did you give me a fieldcraft roll?
I did not, but I did succeed.
Okay. Then you identified the same potential.
Are they on this round? Are they still doing questionable things that make it easy for them to watch the shop, or are they missing?
The gentleman who was reading the newspaper has moved halfway down the street.
Closer or farther away?
Further away, and seems to be talking to another individual.
The other individual's just normal dress.
He's a police officer, but a local.
Okay.
From dress.
Called it.
Is he wearing an armband or anything that would attach? Okay.
Nothing. I mean, you identify him as a local police officer, not open Nazi.
Okay.
Right.
Go wire on him.
How would I get back to the alley for the back of the shop? I just assuming that there's a back entrance.
Yes, there is.
I mean my character. He may not have seen it from the way it works.
Oh yeah, no, it makes total sense that they would take deliveries of flour and whatnot in the back.
Proof that you don't know how bread is made. Flour and whatnot.
Flour and whatnot. Ladies and gentlemen, we have flour and
all
whatnot.
that crap, yes.
I'll take some rye and whatnot.
No, it's perfect. How would I get? Do I need to go to like the end of the street, or is there an alleyway to slip down?
The bakery itself is butted up right against the building, and there is or the next building. So yeah, you have to go out down an alley. You see that the back wall or the backyard is walled in. There's the whole, 8 foot.
8 foot. Okay.
Yeah. Like you could hop over it because you're a trained soldier.
Yeah.
But there's also a gate.
Right. Am I out of?
Wow. There's a whole bunch going on.
Am I out of vision range of anybody else?
Oh yes, the like the guy selling the brooms probably could potentially see you go down there.
Well, I'm not worried. Once I'm in the alleyway,
Gouge his eyes out.
He's seen you in the alley, but
no one will see me while I'm in there.
Right.
I'll pull my pistol.
Okay.
And jump over the wall.
Oh, I thought you were gonna cap him.
Right, I was like, "Oh, we capping folks
no,
already?" Like,
I'm not capping
here?
folks already.
Never saw brooms again.
But try and be as quiet and discreet as possible going over the wall.
I
you
agree.
want me to give you a
As you're going over the
climb?
wall, it just discharges.
Yeah, give me a climb check. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
please.
That's it's a 17 under 47.
Okay, then you're up and over the wall without. You notice that one of the stones has loosened in the mortar, so you switch your place of your hand and get over without any incident.
And land on the other side quietly.
Yes. There is a chicken coop. They kind of
shoot all the chickens. Bam, 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 bam. No.
So yeah, they get a little disturbed by your your unorthodox entrance, but they don't raise the alarm.
Right. Is there a window on the back?
There's a small window on the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll squat down and kind of move to the door, check it just gently so it
Sure.
don't make any noise.
Well, it's too simple of a door to have a
a lock?
Yeah, it can be locked, but
Like
it's
a
not
bolt, but not a
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will turn it and kind of open it quietly and slowly and look inside, positioning my gun to fire in if need
move
be.
silent check.
That's Fieldcraft.
Fieldcraft.
Face the window.
Right?
24 under 92.
Okay. Listen.
Oh shit!
Gotta use them skills, baby. Yeah.
That is a critical fail.
Wow.
That is critically
Discharge
failing.
gun.
So yeah, you open the door, but apparently, as you do, that's when the lull in the conversation happens.
Of course.
So you're not sure about what's going on inside the building at this point.
I will edge my way in.
Okay. So you see 4 individuals standing in the kitchen or in the kitchen.
None
talking.
of it seems in any way threatening, I assume.
Right. They
Okay.
seem to be. Yeah, they were talking.
I'll stand and holster my gun, as though nothing has ever happened. This is perfectly normal.
Yes, and when you do that, you recognize your commander and Rene.
Okay.
Standing there with
Guess
2
I'm translator now.
individuals.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
It's
so
not the job you signed up for, but
Fine.
you're there.
So Kauri walks in the back door.
Okay. I'm gonna seem,
Buongiorno.
yeah, oh, here we go.
Grazie.
Right. How's everything out front, basically? How's everything look?
What language you guys speaking?
English.
Yeah.
Did you
English.
speak? What did you speak
You
to
speaking
me?
French earlier.
Right. What did you speak to me?
Oh, English. 'cause
Okay.
I
Then
assume you don't speak French?
I don't.
Okay,
Why would I
then
want to
we'll
speak the language of Never mind, that hasn't happened yet.
Hey, we're losing our listeners in France.
We're just gonna lose all the listeners. Okay?
The broom maker seems to be doing what he was doing. The gentleman reading the paper is speaking with the police. We may need to move.
Let's jam.
Let's boogie.
I'll let them know. Someone's speaking to the cops outside. You may want to.
I suggest we go out. You two go out the front. I'll mirror you down a little bit and then come and meet you on the street.
Okay.
Actually, do you want to have him watch the shop to see if the cop actually comes back or if he tries following us?
I could do. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I could do that and prep to run out the back if I need to, and then we'll meet up. I'll give a spot that makes sense. That's a couple blocks away that we can catch up together.
All right, and then so we're gonna gather some bread and we're gonna walk out this front door.
And if we have any cash, I'll actually pay them.
Yeah. They would kind of demand that you pay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we have guns. What are they gonna do?
True.
Well, I guess
and they daddy gone. Listen.
I'm just
they
saying,
got a whole lot going on.
They're fortifications. I just jumped over.
Yeah. But they wouldn't give that to you just because.
Because the flour and stuff is expensive.
Right.
And whatnot.
And whatnot. Oh, yeah.
The whatnots. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So
right.
you guys, so they walk back out, and Ava unlocks the door as Dayan is packing everything up, and she acts like everything was great. You had a sale, and
smile and laugh.
Smile
and take a piece of the bread out of the package and eat it, and
right,
just be jolly. And
tear off a chunk right now. Yeah, great. So nonchalantly, you exit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to crouch on the other side of the counter so that I can watch out the window a little bit or out the door.
Well, you might want to stay hidden in the kitchen.
Okay, that too.
And look out through the front window at that point in time.
But I'll have my entrenching tool out so that I'm not shooting him, making lots of noise.
Sure, just hacking him to death, yeah.
I have a thing called Silent Kill.
Oh,
you do? That's news.
Wow.
No, I mean, everybody kind of gets an ability. My
Yeah.
Silent Kill says that I add 3 times my dex and something. I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
Right,
Okay.
real quiet night.
So anyway, yeah.
Right.
So before we head back to the hotel, I think we should go to a local bar.
Okay.
The location that he named.
Yeah,
as
I
the
probably would
rendezvous
have
point?
given.
Yeah.
More importantly, I want to see if anyone's tracking us
Sure.
as we're having.
We rolling on fieldcraft.
Yeah, fieldcraft. That's 61.
Okay.
Got it.
Success.
Yeah.
I add my strength and my dex together, multiplied by 2. A successful check grants the investigator an automatic impale attack. On a critical of 1 to 5, the person is killed instantly.
Wow.
Well, look at you. You got a license to kill.
I
All
do.
right.
I'm a commando.
All right. So back at the hotel.
Meanwhile, on the rooftop.
4 black helicopters descend.
You were
Yes,
going to
Jack.
kill me. You said you were going to kill me last
Jack,
night.
you've had probably an hour or two. You're getting your regular reports from your men. Everything seems to be in order.
Have I seen anything, or should I
Make
roll
a
for that?
spot. Yeah, spot hidden.
74. I'd make a fieldcraft roll, but actually, I'd miss both of them. No, I'm sorry. I would make a fieldcraft roll, but not a spot hidden roll.
Okay. So you have marked several individuals who are in the neighborhood, men mostly, men is what you're looking on, probably on the lookout for in this instance. They aren't doing anything overly suspicious, but they're staying in the neighborhood and they're out on the street. They're not like one guy went into a bar, maybe spent 15 minutes in there, and then he walked out and went down the street, picked up a newspaper and went around the corner. 20 minutes later, you see him walking back from a different direction, like he circled around the whole place. So while your men, haven't been accosted or don't see anything particularly out of order, you kind of are now on alert that you might have been spotted.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything or send out any orders?
I don't know where these 3 are at this point.
You don't know that they've now left the bakery, but you know that they are in that direction.
Right.
So it would not be inconceivable that you could send out 2 men. Like they told the route that they should take.
Right.
If nothing weird happens.
Okay, I'm gonna send 2 of the commandos to the bakery.
Okay.
And and tell them that I'd like to know where the people are. Tell them that they need to make sure that they cover their tracks coming back to the hotel.
Okay. So they go out. You guys are at the bar. Yeah. So about 5. How long would you give it?
I watch as best I can. I give it. So they leave. I'd give it 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then if I don't see anything, and then I'll walk out the back.
Okay. About 7 minutes into your watch, the individual that you were observing comes in with a police officer, and
I would have worked out some sort of signal from Hans and Franz. They know it's Hans and Franz.
Ava and Deon.
Yeah, to signal me that something needs to happen.
What do you mean something needs to happen?
If they realize that I need to stop them from attacking them or taking them because of their association with us, to let me know, either with a word in German or something, something covert.
All right. So they, Ava tenses up when the gentleman walks in with the police officer, but from what you can tell, he and Deon have a pleasant conversation, and
it's in Slavic or Bulgarian.
It's in Bulgarian, yeah. And they you hear the father's name mentioned once, at which point Ava comes back with a tray of something that she's bringing into the back room, and she puts it down on a counter and kind of gives you the wait signal, everything. It puts her hand out and down, indicating that things are fine. Just hold on a moment, just don't freak out. And a few minutes later, they leave. The police officer and the gentleman leave, purchasing a loaf of rye bread or something.
Okay. So clearly not following the commandant and the lieutenant.
No.
Okay.
They didn't follow your men.
Okay. So I will wave politely to I'm going to keep calling them Hans and Franz.
Sure. Ava and
Deon and Ava, and back up to the back door and then turn and leave.
Okay.
Not that I don't trust them, but I don't want to be walking out the back door and get shot in the back by the cop.
Sure. Yeah. So you go out the back and it's empty. The alley's empty. You seem to be in the clear to go to your rendezvous.
Stop and listen just in case.
Sure.
I don't know. It really matters because I can't listen for crap. Nope.
Okay. Everything seems fine.
Is the gate locked?
The gate is latched.
Okay. I'll unlatch it and then just go out the gate.
Sure.
Take a look. Not all suspicious and all, but just
Right.
take a quick look and then head towards them.
Sure. You guys managed to meet up. So you guys meet up back at the bar. As you're walking in, you run into the 2 commandos. You see them on the street.
I will give them a quick hand signal to break off what they're doing. Everything's fine.
Okay.
And to report back to the other captain. I'm sure that there's some quick thing I can do that's not super... Yes, Bullwinkle ears. Yes, that's totally,
they indicate to you that they have a message that they need to deliver.
Oh, okay.
So Jones follows you to the bar. The 4 of you sit down.
Okay.
And indicates that Captain McKenzie, the mic is right in front of me. Gotta find a better place for that. Captain McKenzie believes you are all your hotel is under observation.
Okay.
Dun.
Nobody's moving, but he thinks that there are individuals, so that you should be careful on your way back in.
What do you guys? And he's sitting. Jones is sitting down with the commandant and the lieutenant and I.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 5 of you total.
Okay.
2 commandos were sent.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Commandant? I would suggest sending the commandos back, having the captain stay there until dark, and then we can meet somewhere outside of town.
Agreed.
Clearly, if we've been compromised, this was awful quick, which means they know they got into Luger really quick, and we need to get a hold of him and get him.
Yeah, which means they were aware that we were coming.
Yeah, and he needs to be silenced. But he needs to be silenced. If we can't get him out of there,
I think he's dead.
I concur.
That's possible.
He's probably dead.
it's possible. And then we may need to get into the castle. Although if they're looking for builders, you might be the best option to send. Since we all speak such great Bulgarian, we should learn Bulgarian. Note to self.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We file out like Ocean's 11, just each one coming at a different time.
Pretty much, because at this point, I mean, we went there to get to the contact. Obviously, it's been compromised, so it's not, whether it was beforehand or just, you know, coincidence, is really neither here nor there. It's the operation has changed to, we need to get someone inside the castle, assess the situation. If he's already dead, he's dead. If not, eliminate him.
Okay.
Find out what information he has.
And he was arrested by the police, not the SS or the
I mean, they are controlled now by the Nazis,
yeah.
but the police, his neighbors, the police, you know, the neighborhood patrolmen are the ones who came and got him, not black uniformed SS.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, with that being said, I'm done. Like, yeah, we're gonna file out. We're gonna make it back to the hotel, and then we're gonna wrap this burrito up, and then tomorrow we're gonna Operation Midnight. Boom. Let's go.
Operation Midnight.
Okay.
I really don't think we have to kill what's his face though. I think he's already dead.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
he doesn't.
Dead,
I mean, okay. I'm not.
I mean, even if he's not dead, we're gonna assess the situation. I'm not gonna put a bullet in his head.
Yeah.
Like,
so
Unlike the Aussie over there.
right. I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry. The what?
Wait, are we,
I don't know
so
where
are
you're
we back
from,
in the
New
hotel
Zealand?
yet?
the two
guy?
commandos have come back,
Okay.
and what message did you send back to the commandos? Just to reiterate.
It was basically that. Oh crap! What was the message? Right. Oh, that basically.
Mission's been
Accuracy.
compromised.
Yeah, that you know we're under. That obviously we're under some sort of surveillance.
Okay.
But we just can't really completely ascertain what it is. So to
Okay.
be on high alert, you know, be
Maybe.
visual, but also like to move about as nonchalantly as possible.
And then boogie out of there at dark,
right.
and then meet us somewhere outside of town.
So you're just pulling everybody out of the town right now,
I wouldn't
or
do
tonight.
that, but
Are you guys coming back to the hotel?
I think we'd file back to the hotel.
I
but I
think
think we gotta,
they've sent the message to sit tight, but they
Yeah.
understand. And then everybody. So now let's just fast forward to everybody's managed to get back to the
I think more
hotel.
importantly, we can have
Command.
Hondo here start taking out guys who are watching us.
I came in to save you two.
Oh, I mean,
No, I'm saying
you
if they're
saved
watching,
beautifully, you did.
They're
I mean,
watching
you did
us.
that.
Then if
I
we're
mean,
gonna
of course
move
you didn't
tonight,
hear nothing in the
then
kitchen, but you
that'd
did
be
that.
the time
You
to
saved
do it.
us. You did
I
that.
could have just shot Hans and Franz in the head.
I mean, you. Oh.
No, but I mean, if we're gonna move tonight on this, then maybe it'd be best to have you take them out before we actually start making a move, so that they don't know we're doing something.
Take who out? Hans and
Fine.
Franz?
The guys who are watching us, clearly
Oh.
that we can actually look at
I mean, I can
the areas around.
I can
us.
have a conversation with these men and see what I can ascertain.
Are you looking at us?
No.
Are you
I'm
looking
sorry.
at me
Why
right
you
now?
looking at me?
There's a very hard look in his eyes when he says that, as though what he really means is, I'll murder them. That's fine.
I'm not.
Cat
the commander
McKenzie,
here.
do you have
That's-
anything to say?
So everybody's back at the hotel?
Yeah, we're back at the
Yeah,
hotel.
okay.
You guys are having
Sacre bleu.
a command powwow.
I would have suggested you guys not come back here at all, and we just all rendezvous at a pre-established
Told you so.
rendezvous point. But
Let's do that now then. We'll just leave and come back.
well, no, if you're back at the hotel, I guess you're back at the hotel. I think I think in the meantime we've been getting everything prepped for a quick bug out.
Okay. So
I think we need to leave the hotel in ones and twos, so nobody suspects anything.
Are you then planning to assault the castle in the evening, or are you going to infiltrate as workers like you had talked about.
I think we need to do some recon first before we do either of those two things.
Yeah, like we just can't jump in there, but
like we need to get some counts on some
this,
soldiers.
I think our hideout's been made, and we need to get out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think we get ourselves out of the spot that everybody's keeping an eye on, and we figure out what we want to do at the rendezvous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I think we'll call it there.
Oh yeah, we can.
We'll pick this up next time with the bug out.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget we have other podcasts that are fantastic where we don't hate Bulgarians. We actually love Bulgarians. I've never been to Bulgaria.
Not really.
Yeah. Anyway, we will talk to you guys next week, and check those podcasts out on nerdsdom.com. Have a great night. Have a great night. There it goes.
Bulgarians.
And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com or find us over on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/nerdsdomain and twitter.com/nerdsdomain. You can also check out our site at nerdsdom.com. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. We want to thank Passion Nerdly for our music. Don't forget, you can support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain and check out our shirts at TeePublic.